Hi there, Sagittarius. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been on a long time, welcome back. So we're going to be doing pick card reading by the end of session, but we're going to be doing it a little bit differently this time because we're going to be doing a how do they feel about you instead of the future in-depth or even advice. And don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Me personally, I realized that with my readings, I resonate a lot with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign or my rising sign or my moon sign or what have you. So you might want to check that one out too. And this is general reading, so the rules might get reversed, all right? So let's see what we got here for you guys. Not done yet, but anyway. While I was meditating for you guys, let's get into that first. This is your overall energy for your relationship sector. But while I was meditating for you guys, I kind of like have this vision that translated into, you know, you guys have been always fallen into the same type of pattern, whether it be in your financial sector, whether it be in your career or in your love life, or maybe in your relationship with your families or what have you. But you've always been victim of the same patterns over and over again. So now I think that you're going to take like a very, very much grounded state. You're going to try to address that pattern very, very level-headedly, and you try to observe the pattern. You try to observe what is wrong with it and what type of approach should I do like a little bit differently so that I would get out of that period of mental entrapment. And then hopefully you're going to get there. But yeah, there's just some recurring problems coming into your life over and over again because the number 8 kind of like keep on popping up when I was meditating for you guys. So it's like a karmic cycle or a karmic loop, something that you need to break free out of. It could be this type of thing that you're going to breaking free out of, probably going to lead you to maybe financial freedom or maybe like a healthier relationship with anybody and something like that. But this is your lesson for this whole months to come. So what is the overall energy for you and your relationship sector? The first card that you got was the 7 of Swords, Page of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, and also the 3 of Swords. I feel that you're not really in the mood to let a relationship problem bother you that much because you have this Page of Swords. You're trying as much as you could to steer clear of any type of negative feelings, negative energy, and negative attachment that you have for somebody else. Even though sometimes you get curious, but I feel that you're not going to let those type of thing consume you. There are hurtful things, yeah. There are hurtful things, yes. I mean, you haven't healed from this 3 of Swords yet. For some of you, you might be dealing with a third-party situation or a triangulation, or you might be feeling with somebody who, you know, the door has been shut, or who's trying to tell you so much that either the door has been shut or you have to do a certain type of thing so that this door is going to be reopened. You see how this dog is like barking mad at this people, and these people feels like they're out of place. It's like they don't belong there. They feel abandoned. They feel ignored. And I feel that that's kind of like how you feel at this very moment. Be careful of numbing your emotions over or frozen your emotions and try not to feel things, because by doing so, I think you might trying to distract yourself out of your healing process. And when these feelings come around, feel it, but don't react on it. Just observe it. Just observe the feelings. Okay, so this is how I'm feeling. It's okay. Don't just like, no, I don't want to feel that way, so I'm going to distract myself by doing this. It's not going to work in the long run. It probably worked for now, but it's not going to work in the long run. So because you might be projecting, you know, in the long run because you haven't healed from this yet. So what is the overall challenge of the relationship? You got the Hermit card, and you also have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's just circumstances, life events. Things are just not supporting this relationship into happening. You probably have somebody who is extremely moody in this relationship. And then the second one, you got the Hermit card. So it's either you or it's either them. Have the inability to reflect on them. So it's always somebody who point fingers. It's your fault. You're the bad person. This is because of you. The relationship is ruined because of you, but never like this. You know, relationship consists of 2 people, and it takes 2 to tango. It's never one person is the victim and one person is the villain. Both parties contribute into the dynamic of the relationship altogether. Because I've been doing this for a long time, and I keep hearing that, no, I'm like the perfect person. Every time I go into the relationship, I always thought that I always marry them, you know, like, but they're the one who just didn't treat me right. Well, yeah, where you were toxic with them. So you contribute to the toxicity of the relationship too. So that inability to reflect on which part of me, what type of behavior was I exhibiting that kind of like lead to this, was one of the major problem in your relationship sector. That means 5 cards in the past. Let's see what happened in the past. 9 of Swords. Yeah, they're closing the door on me. They don't care anymore. Well, it's hard to care for you when you're so demanding. You know, something like that. It's I find it so common. Alright, I need to clarify this one first. Someone done on a certain, yeah. Okay, so you know what? Whoever it is that you're dealing with, their scale or their balance is like a little bit off. So you might be dealing with a Virgo, you might be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Pisces, you might be dealing with a fire sign, you might be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini, and you might be dealing with a Libra. That's as far as I can tell here. But you're dealing with somebody who has like a lot of problems in their mind and also in their life. And then this person has like a little bit of a self-esteem issue because they weren't who they were before. This person, you know, this person is very smart. They have all the elements that they needed to succeed in their life, in every sector of their life. But I feel something happened in their life that kind of like made them stop believing in themselves, or they start doubting themselves like a lot. You bring excitement into this relationship because you're the Knight of Wands and also the Eight of Wands, right? You bring like a lot of excitement, you bring like a lot of passion, you bring like a lot of this and that. This person really does want like a collective happiness with you, but I feel that it's a bit tough to deal with. See what happens in and out. Not gonna take it because it was my mistake. So King of Swords, 6 of Swords. This person is very, very swords person right now. They're overthinking the matter of this relationship. You really, really want to move ahead. You know, you're kind of like quite charged about moving forward to the future together with this person, but this person seems to be moving in a snail pace, and that's making you quite imbalanced at this very moment, Sagittarius. A lot of mind games here, or passive aggression or silent treatment, or somebody who is undermining somebody. Not really good. Whoever it is that you're dealing with has a tendency to, because this 8 of Cups in this particular deck of mine is a bit different than the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. This person is not walking away, instead this person is, you know, walking towards the empty cups. So you might be dealing with somebody, and I feel that this is going to be your tendency as well, is that both of you have the tendencies now to reflect on the negative aspect or the negative memories that you've had on this relationship. And it's making them harder because whoever it is that you're dealing with, they're completely blocking off their emotions over. They're like the King of Swords. It's a pretty harsh energy, especially for a Sagittarius. You feel so motivated and so charged in the past and even in the now. You kind of like believe in this. You believed in this. But this person is no. They're falling trapped into the same cycle. Let's see the pick a card reading. What is it that they really, really need and what do they want? Because from what I can tell, you've done your best. I mean, that's a Sagittarius energy there with the 9 of Wands, you know, bringing the excitement, going home, bringing that fire, bringing that inspirations, motivations. You did your best there. Maybe no cups. This person is cups. This person loves you more than you do. regardless of how things turns around right now, this person loves you more than you do. And I think this person expect a lot from you, but those expectations is not what is real. I think they fall in love with what they have imagined that you become to be something or whatever. And they became a victim of disappointment because of those hopes and dreams that they created inside of their head. Might be dealing with somebody who's like, okay, for now, I'm going to tolerate Sagittarius and everything like that. But once I know that they fall in love with me, I'm going to try to make them change to improve themselves and everything like that. But that improvement is in their eyes, not in your eyes. You know what I mean? Who is, I don't know, like sometimes every time people says like, you should change to improve yourself to be like that. Like, who are you to tell me that that path is for me? You know what I mean? Who are you to tell me by becoming less of me is going to improve myself? Everybody has their own path. Everybody has their own way of showing love. And this person has so much high expectations of you that it became too unrealistic. It's such a big shoe for you guys to fill. Especially when that shoe doesn't fit because it wasn't meant for you. It's not you. So this person is now in the state of King of Swords. They try to change you to become who they want you to become. I'm the only one who cares for this relationship. They would say that. I'm the only one who cares about the collective happiness, but loving somebody is about loving who they truly are, not loving who they will become in your head, a fragment of your imagination. So now they're playing this game, this King of Swords. That passive-aggressive, that silent treatment, that mind games, that mind manipulation, maybe a little bit of a gaslighting is involved in here too for the minority of you. But it's a harsh energy for a Sagittarius. It will make you imbalance a little bit. This is a Sagittarius card, right? And you guys showed up in reverse. They can't seem to move forward to embrace the present and the future together with you because they're so stuck of what happened in the past. And whatever happened in the past was something that didn't fit the expectations that they've created inside of their mind about you. Let's see what happens in the future. 5 cards in the future. I mean, this person loved you in their own way. If you were to say who is much more emotionally invested in this, I'd say it's them, actually. But it's like the love of a parents who love their child very much. They start to put some expectations on their child. And if their child didn't follow that expectations, they became extremely disappointed. Is it genuine? Kinda, but not so too. So what happens in the future is that this person is going to be even more stingier with their attentions and their effort of you because they feel very, very much intimidated by you. You see, the Nine of Wands, they have severe trust issues when it comes to you guys. They will isolate themselves even more. Very lonely. Ten of Swords, it's not looking good. Let's see what happens with the pick a card reading with how they feel about you, right? Because for the majority of you, I think this person just loves you, but the way that they love you is just like a little bit not so unconditional, if that makes sense. But we'll see the pick a card reading, all right? Because it's a general reading, so it's not a one-size-fits-all. Especially since you guys in the future are going to attain some successful either material or worldly gain, because you got the King of Pentacles in here. Remember when I said that I feel that you in this week, in the next weeks to come too, you're going to be very focused on freeing yourself from something, maybe freeing yourself from death, freeing yourself from financial burdens, freeing yourself from like career that is stuck or whatever that is. You're going to get your wish fulfillment with this King of Pentacles in here. And it's just like, wow. And you try to show them, like, look, I'm actually pretty stable right now, but they just don't believe you. They really don't. They'd probably buy some pets. You're going to try to show some stabilities and reliabilities of this relationship. You've actually progressed, from the Knight of Wands to the King of Pentacles, from a knight to a king. Knight who is very, very passionate, but it has a tendencies to come and go, up and down, to the King of Pentacles was somebody to rely upon and everything like that. You actually elevate yourself in a relationship sector, but it's still not enough. This person has severe trust issues when it comes to you. Because this person is already judging you. This person doesn't believe that you guys are able to offer them the Ten of Pentacles. This Ten of Pentacles. The collective happiness, a relationship where both people are happy emotionally, and a relationship that provides such security and stabilities too. They just don't believe that, even though you showed great progress in here. I mean, even in the now, you guys show some great progress. You lose your balance in here, but you showed a really, really promising progress, but they just don't believe you. Let's see what happens with how do they feel about you, right? Well, they have so much things to say about you. They do have so much to say about you. On a cup level, they do love you very much. So you might be dealing with have I mentioned that? I think I have, haven't I? I don't know. So you might be dealing with the air sign, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, or Gemini, fire sign, air sign, Cancer, Sagittarius or Pisces, or maybe an earth sign. That's practically all signs, but they whoever it is that you're dealing with, for the majority of you, but we'll see the big card reading, this person already has like a fixed judgment when it comes to you, and it's not something that is good. So no matter how hard you try, to prove them wrong, it falls into deaf ears because they've already made their assumptions when it comes to you. And why are they doing this is because they're trying. This is what happens inside of their mind, right? It's what's they're thinking about. That's not what I think. Don't shoot the messenger. It's just that in their mind, they feel that they're trying to protect their emotions. We'll see the big card reading, man. All right, so I'm going to put a timestamp right over here to when the big card reading starts, and now we're going to move on to the two people scenarios, meaning that if you guys are only dealing one person, you could just skip ahead to the big card reading. So if you guys are dealing with two people, person A is a pretty much depressed person. They have a lot going on in their life. They're pretty spiritual as well. They have a spirit guide on their own. But it's such a lone wolf. They have a tendency to rely on themselves a lot. I think maybe because life has disappointed them a lot, up to the point that they always is very much self-reliant. With this person, the connection was very fast. It was the 8 of Wands. It was really, really fast. You felt it instantly. The chemistry was crazy and everything like that. But this person has a lot of trauma that they need to heal. A lot of things in their life that they need to deal with. A lot of self-esteem issue that they have to address. It's kind of difficult to be dealing with in a relationship with somebody like this, especially when it comes to you. This person overthink things. They have a tendency to create certain things inside of their heads when it comes to you. They play mind games a lot, even though you still kind of like believe in the future of this relationship. You have a Chariot card, so you just want to like, vroom, you know, going 180 miles per hour. So where are we going to go with this one? So I really want to do this. You know, you're in the mood to do that. But this person is like much more of a King of Swords. So this person might seem hesitant to you. You might consider this as somebody who's trying to play some mental games or mind games on you. This person has a tendency to undermine you intellectually too. So devaluing you by doing like a lot of gaslighting. In the future, you know, when it comes to this person, Sagittarius, it's very toxic. It's very toxic. No matter how much you try to prove them you love them, no matter how much you try to prove them that, you know, you're able to give them what they need, what they want and everything like that, they're never going to believe you. Are you ready to be stuck in a relationship where you always feel devalued, undermined, treated like a second citizen? Do you really want to be that? Because no matter what you do, I mean, you're elevating so much. Congratulations, you're elevating so much. You're upgrading so much. You're leveling up so much. And the more you give, the more this person becomes stingier. There is no point dealing with person A, to be honest with you. So person A, when it comes to person A, in the beginning, you probably see that this person is somebody that you have a potential to build like a happy relationship with, you know, with the 10 of Cups, because this person seems so empathic, so wise, so emotionally mature and everything like that. And then you, with this person, you became very, very excited. The chemistry wasn't as intense with person A, but it's enough to get you going. You know, not once it makes you excited, it makes you want to tame them, it makes you want to get to know them, you know, it makes you want to do something about them and everything like that. So it gets you going, it gets your fire going. But what happens in it now is that they have a tendency to go back to whoever it is that you're dealing with in the past. They're dealing with the past person. I feel that something about them and the past person that they're dealing with, they just never had the guts to cut it off. They never had the guts to cut that cord off. It's never finished. And it's going to bring some imbalance in your life with the Temperance card in reverse in here. But the thing is that I feel that you're not going to have that. I feel that you don't want to deal with something or somebody with like a lot of baggage. You want to start anew. Remember, the first thing that we mentioned earlier is that you want to change that karmic pattern. You want to change your dynamic, right? Especially in the relationship sector as well. What they want you to do is that they wanted you to commit to them, even though they have a tendency to go back to whoever it is that they were dealing in the past. But that's just not healthy. So what is going to happen in the future? I feel that you guys are going to be retreating from this person. And this person is going to have that pang of regret of not treating you like a priority in the now. Right? So I think that is it for my reading for you guys. Now let's just move on to the 2 people scenarios, all right? All right, so I have 4 piles of cards with me now. This is pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, this is pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to give you 20 seconds of total silence so that you guys can concentrate. 1 pile of cards for 1 person. However, you could choose as many as you can, but remember, 1 pile of cards for 1 person. How do they feel about you? All right? Right, are you done? If you're not done, you could just replay it, all right? Now, for those of you who chose pile number 1, so you have the 8 of Swords, King of Pentacles, Strength card, 3 of Pentacles, and also the Page of Cups. You know what? You're dealing with somebody who is potentially is the best lover of all time. Because back in the day, before they got hurt by somebody else, or maybe before they got hurt by you, before they got hurt by life, before they got hurt by their environment, this person, if they fall in love with another person, has a tendency to give their all. It's a very giving energy. You know, a Page of Cups in a traditional Rider-Waite Tarot is a person who tried to catch fish for the first time, and instead of enjoying that fish to himself, he's ready to give it to somebody. So that's just how genuine a Page of Cups truly is. So whoever it is that you're dealing with, they have a potential to be that way, and they're starting to show that type of emotions or feelings into you. They feel that when it comes to you. They want to give you their unconditional love. They want to be extremely loving towards you and everything like that. However, they do have or are dealing with voices inside of their head. There's a certain mental pattern or narration inside of their head that kind of like dictates how they live in the now. And they have so much shadow side that they try to calm down. And sometimes the shadow side keeps on popping when you least suspect it. It's very, very sporadic type of fear, type of issue. Most of the times they're kind of like projecting their own issues towards you. They've been hurt extremely bad before. And I think because they skipped that mourning process or they skipped that grieving process, they do have a tendency to project whatever it is that they were dealing with in the past towards whoever it is that they're dealing with in the now. And unfortunately, right now it's you. So it's 50-50. Right? Feeling-wise, they love you. Page of Cups. No doubt about it. There is this urge to be that genuine again with you, but because they've been traumatized before, it's like a part of them was like, oh, no. Let's not trust Sagittarius. What if I give this much to Sagittarius and then Sagittarius fuck me over? There is that fear. There is that voices inside of their head. See, told you, Sagittarius, you do something that triggers them, they have trust issues with you. They're projecting their issues towards you. So that's that 50% of them. And then now the 50% of them is actually King of Pentacles and also 3 of Pentacles. I'm going to take things slow. I do actually see that Sagittarius and I have a potential to build on something that is stable in the long run, something that is secure in the long run. And I'm willing to work it out on a mundane level, on an active service level. I'm willing to collaborate with Sagittarius. I'm willing to make me reconcile with Sagittarius. I'm willing to work things through with Sagittarius. So it's always 50-50. You know, Page of Cups is immutable cards. So one day they might be listening to this side of them, and then the other day they might be listening to this side of them. I think that is also one of the reasons why you guys are pretty much confused about how do they feel about you, is because they're always changing. There's one side of them that you feel you fully trust, you see the good in them, but then when this side starting to show its nature, then you're like, okay, wait a minute, you're too dark, you're too toxic, you're too negative. If this person is willing to heal that part of them, that shadow side of them, this person will become a fantastic lovers. Because they're willing to do things for you that they've never done to anybody else before. They're willing to tame down their lions. So you might be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or maybe a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or maybe a Leo. This person is willing to tame down their lions for you. Just need like a little bit of an extra push to help them heal the side of them that has never been healed before, or maybe their childhood trauma concerning their parents' relationship problem, whatever it may be. Those things still narrate or dictate how they live their relationship in the now. And all they gotta do is just heal that part of them, and they became a fantastic lovers. The best person ever that you will ever be in a relationship with. But they just need to heal that part of them so that they don't become, you know what I mean? Feeling wise, it's good, but it's just that the shadow sides keep on popping. You know, the song that comes into my head when I was opening this one, it was like, no one else come close to you, no one makes me feel the way you do. That song. So now let's move on to the two people scenario. So you got 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Tower card in reverse, and also the Judgment card. You're dealing with somebody who has like a little bit of a blockage in their throat chakras, because whoever it is that you're dealing with has a little bit of a problem of becoming extremely fluent in communicating how do they feel. Whenever they're upset, it's like they can't seem to be able to communicate it assertively and effectively. They absorb, they keep it up, they bottle it up until one day it's going to explode, or one day it's such a bottle up emotions that they can't deal with it anymore. This person observes the hell out of you, though. There's this creative side of you, or a unique side of you that they really, really love. They're trying to study you so much. But when it comes to you, because you make them feel like no other, they became more passive, right? They're the Knight of Cups. So they do know for sure that there are people throwing themselves at them. And with these people, this person has no problem at all charming them, talking to them, becoming assertive with them and everything like that. But when it comes to you, it's a big problem, because they're so invested in this. So if you expect them to be, masculine, approach you fiercely, I don't think it will happen, because they're shy. And because they have so much bottled up emotions when it comes to you. They feel disappointed by the things that you've done to them in the past. They have the 5 of Pentacles and also the 6 of Swords there. They feel that you didn't prioritize them, or you didn't fulfill what they want you to do, or need you to do, or wish you to do. They don't feel prioritized, and I feel that these things has never been communicated effectively by them before, so it end up becoming a bottled up emotions. And when we bottle things up, it becomes difficult for us to act normal around the other person, because it's just weird, like, how can you just be cool with one person when you're feeling so much sadness, or so much disappointment, or so much heartbreaks, and act like nothing happened? You can't do that. This is exactly how they're doing. Things will change in Capricorn season, though. Capricorn season is a make it or break it month for this relationship, whether it will prosper or whether it won't prosper. But Capricorn season will be the make it break it phase. You might be dealing with a Scorpio, you might be dealing with a water sign, or you might be dealing with a Capricorn or Aquarius. This person is observing you very badly. I don't care if you don't have social media. There's so many ways for people to observe you without social media. Don't believe me? Get yourself a crazy stalker. Then we'll talk, alright? On the surface, you know, how other people view this person is good. You know, this person got their shit together and everything like that. But when it comes to you, though, oh no. They feel so much and they bottle up emotions so much that they can't function how they function even with their employees, with their staffs, with their colleagues, with their best friends, with, you know, the people who are after them. They can't function the same way. It's different when it, you know, when it comes to you. It's just too different. It's not pride, Sagittarius. It's bottle up emotions. It's like a volcano waiting to erupt. So if you want to do something about this relationship, I suggest you to build a healthy communication line when it comes to this person. But if you want to move on, that is fine. But if you want to do something, build up a healthy communication line. Assure them that it's okay for them to tell you how they feel, truly, truly feel. Let them talk about their emotions. Is this a good person? It is. Once this bottle up emotions comes out, it is a good person. Because this person is able to offer you that persistency and consistency that you're looking for, is able to give you the emotional fulfillment that you're looking for, is able to become very, very practical and pragmatic that you're looking for. This person fits all of the things, but they just need to get that out of their chest. You guys need to discuss the root of the problem before it becomes way too big. All right? So that is it if you guys pick pile number 2. Now let's move on to those if you chose pile number 3. Devil, King of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, 3 of Wands. Not looking good here, Sagittarius. You know, it's either you're dealing with somebody who is extremely narcissist or who has a savior complex. Or kind of like a prophet complex too. This person was attracted to you. This is not good, to be honest with you. This is not good. Really not good. I mean, all these swords and the devil and the 3 wands looking like this. It's not good. So, if you're not prepared for me to be 100% blunt, you could just like turn this off. But you know how empath always attract parasites? You know how a codependent always attract a narcissist? It's kind of it like this. So there is something about you. I mean, they are very much physically attracted to you, all right? They have this type of fixated obsession when it comes to you. But that fixated obsession stems from the fact that you have a supply. You're their supply. You have something that makes you has a potential to become their supply, right? It's either they think that you need to be saved, or it's you need to be changed. But you guys are a victim of the image that they are imagining of you. Oh, wow, Sagittarius, you're so great. You're so loving. You know, you have so much potential. I think you should be this. So they're deciding what's good for you based on their thoughts. They feel like you need guidance. They feel like you guys need something. They feel like you guys are lost. This is the type of person who undermines you, Sagittarius. Don't be fooled. It's not a good one. It's kind of narcissistic. It will feel devaluing in the long run. Careful. It will feel like this person will only love you if you do a certain things or you fit into their standard. Careful. This person is the type of person whose reputation is very important for them. They have to announce to the whole wide world about their reputation. Everybody needs to know that this is their image. That's what the devil says too. I will only love you if you fit into what I'm expecting of you. If you don't, then I'm going to devalue you. I'm going to undermine you. I'm going to gaslight you. I'm going to make you feel like you're shit. If you don't grasp that lesson in a certain way that I expect you and in a way that I can, I'm going to undermine you. I'm going to say that you're stupid. Careful with this person, Sagittarius. I don't really like this combination. They don't love you. They don't. They love the image of what they expect you to become. They don't love the real you. They don't love the true you. I'm sorry, they don't. It's like they want to be your father and a mother at the same time. It's not going to be surprising for me if you choose to pursue this relationship even longer, that they're going to be isolating you from these people. The people that you care about, your support system, your friends, your family. But when you fit that criteria, when you do the certain things that they expect you to do, or when you become what they expect you to become, the reward is magnificent. But it's a trap. It's the devil. It's a trap. It's not going to be good in the long run. Not for your mental health, not for your soul, not for your emotions. It's not good. It really isn't. Alright, so now let's move on to those of you who chose pile number 4. I'm sorry guys, but the pile number 3 was too much for me. Right, so now let's move on to pile number 4. You got the Queen of Cups, King of Wands, Page of Swords, and Queen of Wands. No wonder you guys are confused. I'm confused as well. They have so much different personality. Do they love you? Yes, they do. They go way beyond physical attraction. They see something in you that others don't see. They like the fact that you guys are a dreamer. They like the fact that you guys are so emotionally expansive. They like how you guys are so good. They like how you guys are so generous. They like how you guys are so empathetic or sympathetic. They went way beyond just physical attractions or material attractions or mundane attractions or what have you. They go way beyond that. And they also understand the fact that you guys might have been hurt before and you have like a little bit of a skepticism and trust issues when it comes to the relationship. They also do understand that. They do love you before you even love them. It's a strong attraction here. Here's the thing. You have a tendency when you fall in love with somebody, you forget everything else, right? You forget your work, you forget your responsibilities, you forgot anything else. Your world becomes so focused on them. And they understand that about you. They think it's cute. They think it's sweet. They love you for who you are. But the thing is that, fast forward to now, they start to feel that you guys are no longer the loving Sagittarius that you once were. You no longer was that emotional available towards them or emotionally vulnerable towards them. That's why they're acting funny in the now, because, you know, with the Queen of Wands, it's a tough love kind of situation. You know, when a mother has to teach the child some lessons and she's showing like a little bit of a tough love, this is what they think they're doing to you. Because they feel that you guys are distancing yourself away from them. You became less loving, you became less cuddly, you became less attentive. The qualities, or you became less empathetic, or maybe you have had problems with somebody and they just don't like how you deal with it because they feel that it's unfair, whatever that is. It's just that they feel that the Sagittarius that they once loved, the quality that they once loved about you is beginning to disappear. And you're starting to turn into a Page of Swords. Somebody who is cold, somebody who is freezing their emotions over, somebody who has trust issues with everybody. Somebody who is sarcastic. Somebody who is always on the defend. But you respect them, kind of. And also fear them a little bit, intimidated. And I have to agree that you have changed. What happened? Why are you not the loving Sagittarius that you once were? What changed, Sagittarius? Being a Queen of Cups isn't something bad, you know? The matter is that you have to be the Queen of Cups for somebody who is worth it. You had an amazing ability to listen to other people. What happened to now? There is no malintention here. There is no bad intention. There is nothing manipulative about this card. It's just that right now they're just showing you some tough love. They're disappointed because the one reason that they fall in love with you with, they're starting to feel that it's disappearing. This person loves you way beyond physical attraction. They love you in your heart. They love how kind your heart is. They love how empathetic you guys are. They love how non-judgmental you guys could be. When you show them that side of you, it makes them like, wow, you're different from all the rest. You're a good person in a world full, almost full of bad people. And now you're turning into somebody else, Sagittarius. Always want to defend. Always skeptical. What is it? Find that answer. Try to observe your pattern, your behavior, your thought process, and everything like that in the next week to come. Find what makes you change. You're so different than who you were in the past. You're very positive. You're very good. But suddenly you become this. Not only to your relationship sector, to whoever it is that you're dealing with, but to anybody else. Page of Swords doesn't trust anybody. Try to observe your pattern, yeah? Okay, so I think that is it for my reading for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like this video. And I'll see you guys next week for another weekly reading. Alright, bye-bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.